I was really pleased. I thought we swam a little faster than they thought they would swim. It was a great start to the season. I think we're learning COVID effects and non-effects. I think the good thing is that everybody had a chance to heal, recover, refresh their mind. Most of our athletes have come back, I think, with a renewed enthusiasm and just a focus, especially these two, on what we're trying to accomplish. Lily has been, she was certainly a highlight on Saturday and has been just a joy to work with. I think she's, as an athlete, has a maturity and a self-awareness and sort of an insightfulness about what she needs. That's fun to work with. As a coach, it's way more of a partnership than a coach athlete. She's very communicative. She's very interesting to talk to about her body, and she understands her body. This guy is more of a workhorse, and I need more, faster. But yeah, I thought it was a good start, and we're really excited. I'm sure you'll ask more, but we're excited to go to Greeley and go to Provo and do that.
Yeah, you're leading right into the next question.
Yeah.
You got the women go to Greeley on Thursday, men in Provo on Saturday. What can you expect from those meets?
I think UNC, on paper, it's an eerily similar squad that we have compared to them. So it's fun, to go in evenly matched and just race and see where we're at. I look forward to a little bit of adversity. Clearly their facility is no CMU, and to be on a bus for 5 hours and get off and race, I think we'll learn a lot about ourselves. I think our women in particular have evolved quite a bit through the course of the season. We've worked hard on relationships and communication and trust, and it's starting to pay off. And I think we'll be as good as we can be on Thursday. And then BYU was interesting last year. I think they took us a little bit lightly. Our guys took them down to the last relay, which was exciting. I don't know if they're going to do that again. I think we've got superior depth, but as you guys know, in a dual meet, 9, 4, 3, 2, 1, depth doesn't do that much. It certainly helps at the conference level, but if you're hitting the wall first, you're going to win the meet. But our guys are tough, and they're scrappy, and they're going to race hard, and I think we'll have a good day. I know we'll have a good day. I don't know if we'll win or not. But.
Questions?
Lily, you had looks like a pretty successful season last year in Minnesota. You come here. What led you to transfer, and then kind of what do you want to do at this level now?
So actually I took last year off to really focus on recovering from a hip surgery and kind of just coming to terms with a new love for swimming. And I found a beautiful home here with this team, with the coaching. Everything just added up, and I feel very blessed to be here. And I think that because of all those aspects lining up, I'm able to perform at my highest, even better than I think I've been able to compete before. And it's definitely because I really feel cared for. I feel like this is my home, like I said, and I'm just super excited for the rest of my time here. I love this team, so yeah, I think that's all contributes to my success in swimming, especially over the past weekend, being this is the first meet and we have a lot more time. So yeah, I'm really excited.
2:15 is fast. I mean, it's just fast. It's the number one time in the country by 10 seconds right now in Division II, and they give any Division I program a run for their money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, having even more time off to kind of heal with all the restrictions,
Yes.
to kind of let your body heal, and you didn't feel probably as rushed.
Definitely. there were some obstacles just with COVID, having the surgery earlier in the year last year, and then COVID again. It was like a double whammy of like, how am I going to overcome this? And just with the support of family and friends and coaches that really want me to succeed, I've been able to overcome those. Like, they haven't even, they've affected a lot of my life. I lost my grandfather last week to COVID, so just to be in a facility and have a college and a university that cares about COVID and is taking every precaution to, make sure that we're safe and able to do what I love. That's what I really love being here, so.
For a guy who wants to swim more and more and more and more, and all of a sudden you can't really do anything in the off season, did that kind of let you heal your body too?
Yeah, I feel like last maybe 10 years for me was only swimming. I was taking like only 3 days every summer out of swimming. So I think those 5 months were like good for a stronger, like coming back for swimming and to be faster. Like I feel now I'm ready to do more than before. Like.
Well, you did pretty well last year.
Yeah, well, now I feel I can go faster and be better in like practice.
Yeah.
Like my mind, my body, like I feel better.
Yeah, definitely.
Sometimes your body, you don't realize it, but your body needs to shut down for just a little while. So I'm guessing all your kids probably felt that way.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest benefits of that downtime. Even though we never would have planned for that sort of a break, I think as coaches we're very reluctant to give that much time off.
Yeah.
We've done more and more, but typically it's 2 weeks after NCAAs and 2 weeks after summer nationals, and you're going hard 11 months a year. I think it was a good break.
Yeah.
The way it ended, you were literally in the middle of the national meet last year. I called Coach Moore and to see what was going on. She said, we just got back from the morning session. What are you talking about? She was watching the divers finish up the prelims. What does that do mentally for this year? Is kind of make the most out of every single meet?
Like once I canceled the meet, all the team was very like sad. I didn't understand what is happening, It was weird because like after swimming 8 months especially for this meet, I didn't taper for our max. I was going just swimming every day, was racing, so I could we were supposed to win last nationals, but I couldn't race my main races. Like we did the first day 2 relays, I think. Next day we had a relay, and then we supposed to have the third day the 100 breast, the fourth day the 2 breast, but I couldn't. But we are excited for this year.
A lot of unfinished business. We really felt like we were set up to be top 10 in the country last year, and we feel like that was taken away from us, and there's definitely a sense of we've got some unfinished business.
Coach, have you kind of seen that in the way that they've taken the time off, they've taken the time to heal, and then they come back and they have such a strong performance, especially the girls in week 1, that you guys get a chance to do something against some really good teams. Have you been encouraged by the way you've seen your team respond to a really an extended taper that really wasn't a taper, it was just a big layoff season?
I would love to say absolutely, and we are flying high, and we just, we're ready to go. And I think that's true for about 85% of us. I think I'd be remiss if I didn't just acknowledge that there are some people that are really struggling with everything going on. It's a small minority of our team, but it's evident, and so there's a lot of positives, I think, in terms of rest and recovery and everything that came out of this, and that feeling like we've got something left to prove. But there's certainly a residual kind of anxious, uncertain feeling from some, and that, you know, trying to help navigate them through that is tricky. You know, it's I think everyone's feeling it in some way or another.
Lily, from your perspective, when you come from the background in Minnesota, like a level competition, big injury, and you get a chance to compete against some decent competition this weekend.
Yeah.
Are you pretty excited to have a chance to do that for the first time in a while?
Yeah, I'm excited to compete again. Just taking so much time off from competing, you kind of forget that anxiousness behind the blocks, and I think that I've come to terms with my anxiety, and just like looking in the face and being like, I can handle this, you know, I can handle the competition, I know what my body can do, it's my mind that is in control. And if, you know, if I'm looking over at some amazing competitors, I know my job is to just listen to my body, let it go. And I just hope and pray that, you know, I can succeed. And so just not putting a lot of thought into it, and just knowing that I have the training on my back. I have like the mentality and the confidence, which is a lot of the things we've been working on this year is confidence. And I think it's paying off in me individually, in the team atmosphere. And I think that this season it's just a lot of emphasis on who you are as a swimmer and who you are as an individual, and that will pay off in the pool.
All right, Mike, question of the week.
Question of the week. Oh.
Question of the week.
What brought you to CMU?
Well, I had wanted some more swimming. I wanted a more push. I kind of just wanted a change, and I didn't feel like I had to stay in one place. I think that's like it's kind of hard for transfers to feel like, you know, find a new home. But as soon as I came on my visit here, I knew that this is where I wanted to be. Mickey was just an amazing like influence, all the other teammates, and just how I felt. Just like I felt comforted here, and it wasn't really even the fact that we have an amazing team. It's just like I felt like this is where my heart was leading me, and now I can see that is it's very clear that I listened to my heart, and it's paying off. So, yeah.
Mahmoud, it's on you now.
Yeah.
What made you come to CMU?
I started college in Egypt first, but it was so hard in Egypt. Like engineering is much harder, and we don't have you don't compete for the college. So here it's more like everyone is helping swimming with college, but in Egypt you have to focus on college or swimming. So I choose to come here for to have the two, because it was not the time to stop swimming.
Right. Yeah.
Coach Wender, what made you want to come?
We can win here. It's beautiful here. I can't imagine a better place for my family and I to put down some roots after living on an Army base for 13 years where there is no end game. I started my career in coaching in 1990 at Cal State Northridge, and I worked for the Division II Coach of the Decade, won 13 NCAA titles through the 80s, and he passed away, and I want my legacy to be that I'm going to honor Peter Carty, and I'm going to say we're going to win a national championship here. I think we can. It's going to take a while, but that's the goal, and to kind of have my career come full circle in that way, I think would be really rewarding. It's just a great place to be. The leadership from the president through the athletic directors, it's a unique place. They listen to you. They listen to the coaches. They listen to the athletes. I think there's a logical, enthusiastic way of leading this place that can't help but be successful here.